Hello and welcome to Outdoor Inspirations. This is Milo. It's fall time, so it's very cool outside, and it's a great time for us gardening geeks to get into some planting. Today I'm going to show you some tips on how you can reseed your lawn effectively, and it's really easy to do. It's only really 4 basic steps involved. You've got preparation, you have soil work, you've got the seeding, and then you've got watering to keep that going and get that new seed to come up. We're going to start with preparation first. Preparation is the key to success. If you're starting from a new lawn, you're going to be tilling and leveling off, adding some new soil and compost. We're talking about more maintenance related, where your fescue is existing. You're going to want to mow low, dethatch if you can, and get rid of debris, leaves, sticks, etc. and get that area cleaned off really nice. You'll want to prepare with some aeration, get the lawn really heavily aerated. Fall's the best time of year to do that, and then we're going to overseed, right? So step 2 is going to be soil work. So any composting or soil work is needed. We want to add some good soil from a garden center. Bag stuff's plenty fine. Bulk material, just get a screen topsoil that has a little bit of compost mixed in with it. And we're going to level off some soil areas like I did here in my backyard and get those areas nice and flat and prepared. Now if you're aeration and overseeding, you'll want to aerate first, add your seed, and then some light soil over to fill in the holes, and that's going to help nestle and protect the new seed and help it germinate. As far as filling in holes, you can also top dress with composted soil that you can buy in bulk or have a service do it for you. But after you aerate a fescue lawn in the fall, you put your seed out, and then they come and do a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch top dress. That really is great to benefit the compacted soil, and all that compost kind of falls in the holes and helps rebuild your soil slowly over time. And it's recommended to do a few years, if not every year, if you have really compacted rocky or clay soil. Composting is a great way to alleviate that compaction and enrich your rocky clay environment. Okay, and that leads us into step 3, which is seed. All right, choose a really good grass seed, fescue. This happens to be Scott's from Lowe's or Home Depot. And you want to go with a tri-blend. Why tri-blend? You want 3 varieties because it's strength in numbers, right? So one variety may be better at water preservation or deep rooting, whereas another variety is better at insect disease, brown patch resistance, etc. So a combination of 3 different grass seeds enables you just more ability to be successful in your lawn seeding efforts. And they'll use varieties that are local to your area. Each Home Depot Lowe's has some localized seeds that are best suited for your climate. Okay, as far as seed types again, this one has Duration, Tall Fescue, Falcon 4, and Blacktail. Gotta have some Blacktail Tall Fescue, right? No, but it's just all kinds of varieties. They change each year. Your local horticultural department or ag school will tell you some of the best varieties of each season if you're into varieties. But inert matter, you know, that's just other materials that help add to the spreading capability of the seed. Sometimes they put water saver coverage over each seed and stuff, bird repellents, etc. Now this is your important one, the weed seed. You want a very, very low percentage of weed seeds present in each bag. So you can see this one's 0.01%, so it's very, very good quality seed. As far as how much to apply, Well, right about there, you know, contractor's eyeballs, we've been doing this for so long. You don't want too much, because too much seed is not a good thing, because it'll crowd out and they won't be able to germinate properly and mature properly. That's the main thing. You don't want them too close. Now, this is bare, so after I rake this through, I'll put another light layer on. I want some of the seeds deeper than others, because I want sun protection. I want moisture to stay with the seed. So some seeds are going to be deeper than others through natural raking. And the beauty of fall season seeding is, once you watered it quite a bit, this should come up starting in about 2 to 3 weeks. You should see some good seed germination come up. Well, you can start spot seeding if you see some more bare spots. Just take a light hand trowel, poke some holes, and spot seed as you see fit. Okay, now that I have the main seed drop down, I'm just going to barely rake, and Milo's going to help me, and we're just going to get these seeds covered, because we don't want them exposed to direct sunlight if at all possible. So I'm just going to lightly work them down about a ½ inch, and when I water, that's going to help work those seedlings down as well. And let's talk about coverage from sun protection. What do you need there? Well, I'm not going to use any straw or any type of covering, because I know I'm going to water this myself by hand 3-4 times a day. Now, a lot of people don't have the capability of doing that, so the best thing to cover this with to keep it moist, help retain moisture, right, is wheat straw, but that has a lot of weed seeds in it. So if you're not into that, you can go to a landscape supply house and buy what's known as pin mulch, and basically that's recycled newspaper. And so this actually has a water-saving coating to it, which gives it this really cool blue color. Helps you see where you're throwing and seeding in the yard. So it's a really nice color to be visual in your gardening efforts. So the seed, you know, if you're starting from scratch, you're going to be putting out 10, 12, 14 pounds even per 1,000 square foot of coverage. Here where we're doing some backyard maintenance, we're going down to that 4 pounds to 6, 8 pounds per 1,000 depending. Now when I'm in a bare spot, I'm going to be putting that 8 pounds, 10 pounds, just chicken feeding it. And you want a really nice coverage, but not too much, because too much seed is no bueno. You want just enough so everybody's going to have their own good amounts of root area to grow in, water to eat, and nutrients to feed on. So stick to that bag recommendation, which they label on the back. It'll say how much this bag will cover based on new seeding, or you're doing your maintenance. It'll tell you how much pounds per 1,000 to go for there. Okay, number 4 is watering. So watering is crucial to the actual seeding success. You're going to want to water often, but very light. You don't have to really overdo any of those waterings each time you do it. But the key is to be consistent. And once you start watering, do not stop, because you never want to let seed or plants or whatever we're growing dry out, because that's no bueno. Not good for the stability of that, you know, seedling. So you want to water often. I like to water in the mornings early, right before 10, 11 lunchtime. I'll wait for after lunch, come in about 2 to 3, and then I'll hit it again before I go to bed around 7, 8, 9. And just keep the seed moist. If you have automated systems, you can program multiple runs during the day. And I like to do mine by hand. I did not cover any of my bare spot areas with mulch or wheat straw because I didn't want to bring in any more weed seeds which come from wheat straw, etc. So I just hand watered, and as you can see here, you know, these are the bare spots that came in that we backfilled, and look at there. This is after 3 weeks of time frame, and we've got a really nice thick stand now. It's come up worked with that new topsoil we put in, and it's just beautiful. It's about ready to get the first mowing. You don't want to mow it too quickly, so give it what you see here. You can go ahead and start mowing lightly, and then lawn care wise applications, don't put any herbicides on this new seedlings until you mowed it 3 times, okay? After 3 mowings, you can start your herbicide weed prevention again. So only stick with fertilizer this time of year, which is a starter fertilizer. NPK, nitrous, phosphorus, potassium, you want a fertilizer that has a heavy middle number, and that's going to give you that root growth aid, which we call it starter fertilizer. Usually it's an 18-24-12, so you want a big middle number for your fall seeding time. If you have any questions, please put them below. Comments are welcome. Green thumbs up if you like the video. And we'll see you in the next video, guys. Oh no, it's a doo-doo.